wrestling fans, welcome to another edition of Wildside TV. I'm the real Bobby Munson. With me, as always, Pappa Smokes, and it's Battle Arts time. We finally made it. How you doing this evening, Pappa Smokes?
Doing great tonight, Munson. Battle Arts 5. Pappa Smokes is pumped.
It is going to be action-packed. We are ready for it. And we're going to get things started with a Battle Royal, in particular, the School of Hard Knocks Battle Royal. In honor of the HIW former superstar and also Stampede superstar, Principal Richard Pound. I'll let the fans know a little bit more about the Principal Richard Pound.
Yeah, Principal Pound has been a strong member of Saskatchewan wrestling, professional wrestling for a long time. He's been a big star across Western Canada and especially in Calgary Stampede as well. He was trained in the 80s by Archie Goldie, also known maybe to some of you that remember the Mongolian Stomper. And his name goes on to this battle royal with great respect, and it's going to be a great match.
Yes, and the winner, from what I understand, is going to be receiving an honorary title belt that was once held by Principal Richard Pound. So the competitors now making their way down to the ring. As you see, Robbie Rose, Tony Novak, Dixie Dragon, Merle Graves, Sean Moore, Ella Blake, Convict number 1. There's a big heavy metal joining us here tonight, Bucky McGraw, Convict number 2, and Mike McSugar. So one hell of a lineup that we've got in this Battle Royal. Who are you looking at as odds-on favorite for this one, Paul?
I think I'm going with Dixie Dragon for this one. He's big, he's experienced. I've seen him in Battle Royals before, but I wouldn't count out the athleticism of Sean Moore either.
Very strong picks there for sure. I'm going to go with my pick, Mike McSugar. He's a little unorthodox, and he's been on quite a roll lately, both here in Saskatoon as well in Regina. So, I got to go with Mike McSugar to pick up the big win here tonight. But as always, Battle Royal, everyone for themselves, anything could happen. Even one of the young folks inside the ring, we're looking at a few young competitors in there in Robbie Rose, Tony Novak, and even Ella Blake for that matter. Any one of them could pick up a big win, and what a mark it would be on their careers to pick up that win here at Battle Arts 5 of all places.
You know what, Munson? Interesting to see heavy metal back in an HIW ring. He used to do some matches years ago for HIW. Haven't seen him in one of our rings until today.
Yeah, definitely good to see him. Honestly, I wasn't too familiar with his work, but I'm very excited to see. Looks like a very empowering individual going to give us quite a battle inside that ring. These superstars wasting no time with getting this underway. You see Convict number 1 not even making it too far, getting eliminated already nice and early.
Yeah, Munson, I blinked and there's a Convict out already.
It's the only time a Convict's usually ever let out of anything. Yes, this is going to be a very huge set of weeks here coming up for us on Wildside TV. This is just the tip of the iceberg here with the Battle Royal, but also tonight we've got one-on-one El Muscelo going to be taking on Charles T. Dot. We have the introduction of a new general manager here as well tonight, so CEO Dice Steele going to be giving that to us a little bit later on. And your main event for the evening is going to be the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship versus Mask match. It is going to be Jeff Tyler defending against El Asesino, so a lot on the line in that particular match tonight. As you see, the ring starting to finally get a little bit more clear. We're getting down to at least half of the superstars have been eliminated at this point. And our two picks, Mike McSugar, Dixie Dragon, still looking strong in there, as well as Sean Moore still mixing it up in the ring. Bucky McGraw also been on quite a hot streak on Wildside lately too. We forgot to mention that he could be another person we could look at as possibly winning this one here. I mean, he's just got to use that intelligence he speaks so highly about, and he could probably pull this one off.
You see the rings cleared out a little bit here. The guys have a little bit more room to breathe, a little bit more room to move. We'll see some strategy coming into play.
Surprised to see absolutely no pairings in this one. Now, a lot of the times in Battle Royals, you'll see 2-3 guys maybe team up and try to make the most of it until they get to the very end. Everybody really in it for themselves here tonight at Battle Arts, wanting to really prove themselves to CEO Dice Steel to get their place within the Wildside rankings.
Wouldn't it be interesting if the last two ended up being Bucky McGraw and Tony Novak? What would happen then?
That would be a very unique situation, and, you know, total accolades to Tony Novak for being able to make it that far. I mean, even so, accolades to Tony Novak this early in his career to be in this matchup and make it this far as it is. I mean, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, and he's still holding in there.
Bucky McGraw making short work of Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal has been eliminated.
And it looks like there was 5 left over.
McGraw and Dixie are just going to take a rest in the corners for a couple of minutes here.
We're down to the final 4 competitors inside that ring, and again, all 3 of the individuals that we mentioned are still in that ring. So, you know, I guess props to us for our knowledge of our competition here. Now that we're down to the final 3, Dixie Dragon, Sean Moore, Bucky McGraw, my pick Mike McSugar has been eliminated. So we are down to the very nitty gritty now, and you know, props to you, Pappa Smokes, for picking 2 of those individuals. So this match in particular took place as a addition to the VIP Gold tickets. So if you're looking to get in on all the action next year at Battle Arts, you're definitely going to want to pick up VIP Gold. The people that were here got to see this match. They got to get in there. You know, they got to meet Cody Rhodes at the beginning of the night, which is very exciting. And, you know, what a class act, by the way. I got to introduce myself to Cody Rhodes. Very, very interesting, great individual.
Spoke to him myself backstage briefly also, Munson. He's a professional and a real Southern gentleman.
And just so you folks know, Cody Rhodes, his match against Michael Allen, Richard Clark, it's not on this episode, it's not on next week's episode, but make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications, because you will soon know when that match releases and what a match it was, and you will love it just as much as we did. But we're down to the final 2 here. Final 2, Dixie Dragon, Bucky McGraw. Who wants it more? Who wants to be the winner of the inaugural School of Hard Knocks Battle Royal?
And McGraw is putting something together now.
Dragon definitely would love to walk away with a big win here tonight. Just recently, at Spring Meltdown, had his chance at the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship, was unable to obtain it. Now he's going to have to watch on as the 2 other competitors from that match at Spring Meltdown get to go one-on-one here tonight in our main event. Once again, that'll be Asesino and Jeff Tyler for the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship. got to have one of the hardest kicks in all of HIW wrestling.
No question. He uses kicks a lot in his matches with great effectiveness.
Looks like the Dixie Dragon firmly in control. It looks like this might be the end for Bucky McGraw. Oh, there it is. We have a winner.
There goes Dixie.
Bucky McGraw picking up the big win here. He is the winner of the first ever School of Hard Knocks Battle Royal. And you know what? What a great competitor. Very deserving. Congratulations, Bucky McGraw. You damn well deserve that. Let's see, he's going to be presented with that championship title that was worn by the principal, Richard Pound. An honor for anybody to be able to pick that up.
Absolutely, you can see Bucky McGraw quite pleased with himself, as he should be. He's the winner of the first Hard Knocks Battle Royal in memoriam for Principal Pound.
And he's also set the tone for Battle Arts 5 here tonight. He's got the crowd pumping already. Everybody else is going to start following their way into the arena. It is going to be a packed house tonight here, Pappa. I believe, if not mistaken, I heard earlier that it's down to standing room only. So all the seats are sold out. We'll allow a few people to stand around as well too, because you know what? We want everybody inside to enjoy the show tonight. Our first match going to prove to be like our first one-on-one match of the evening to start off the main card of the night. El Muscelo taking on Charles T. Dot. Charles moving here recently from Regina, from HIW Canada. We saw recently on Wildside Wrestling the signing of him and him demanding that he get the match here tonight against El Muscelo. What are your thoughts going into this one? Who's got the upper hand? What do we know about these two individuals?
Well, for one thing, as you just mentioned, Charles T. Dot, a very new face to Wildside Wrestling, coming up here from HIW Canada in Regina. He seems to be in the position where he's got all enemies and few friends, if any friends. Muscelo is part of this twosome with El Asesino, but I don't think he's going to have Asesino watching his back tonight, so this will be an interesting one-on-one match.
Yes, true test for young El Muscelo as he finally gets to get in front of a very large crowd, get to see what he's capable of. And what better test than going up against Charles T. Dot, who is, had a decent run for himself over at HIW Canada. He was the internet champion over there and stuff like that. So he's come over here probably looking to pick up a singles title along the way here in Wildside Wrestling eventually. But, first he's got to make his mark and get through Muscelo.
You talk about winning the singles title here. He needs to win a title that already exists instead of making up his own internet title.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He still defended that title regardless. So, props to him. If you're going to make it, you might as well defend it. And if you're going to defend it, keep winning it. But he did lose it at Spring Meltdown, and it's on a title we're going to be seeing here in Saskatoon because we're all about the Wildside titles. And that's what we're going to see here tonight. Like Charles, not going to wait at all, making his way down to the ring. He wants a piece of Muscelo immediately. And this one is underway, fast-paced right off the hop here at Battle Arts.
Yeah, these two have wanted a piece of each other for a long time and have made no secret about it. Glad they're finally getting a match they can take it out on each other in the ring.
Nice arm drag there from Charles. And follow up with another. And Charles firmly in control right off the hop here. Definitely getting the momentum right away. Muscelo, has he got enough experience to be able to counter this kind of immediate attack from Charles T-Dot?
Yeah, I think so. Muscelo's as tough as they come. He's a little bit green. He's a bit inexperienced at this point, but I think he's game for this fight. Another thing we should mention here, Munson, that El Muscelo was barred from ringside for El Asesino's title match later tonight, so he's got to have his concentration completely on his singles match tonight.
Well, definitely, but it also means that El Asesino also has to be prepared for a one-on-one tonight too, and big things on the line in El Asesino's match too, when Luchador puts their mask on the line. Is quite a big deal in professional wrestling.
Yeah, trust me, I know all about it, Munson. I'm pretty nervous here tonight about that match.
Yeah, well, I made a couple of comments about how I wouldn't mind filming Asesino getting his mask removed later on too, but I do understand at the same time how much that mask means to him and means to any luchador ever. So, I mean, my comments aside, as much as I like to pick on El Asesino, I do understand the repercussions of what happens if he does lose his mask here tonight. It could actually be the last we see of him in the Wildside ring.
Don't even suggest it, Munson. I'm losing my mind here.
It's nerve-wracking, nail-biting, and that's exactly what Battle Art should be. And we are off to a fantastic start, a great Battle Royal to start the night off. And this match is turning out to be quite something already, too. Muscelo now in control. And Charles gets his foot on the rope, breaking the count up there. A little bit of that inexperience of Muscelo. If he would have just maybe dragged Charles back a foot or two, might not have been able to make it to the ropes on time. Muscelo could have possibly picked up the win. The thing with all his experience, that's something that El Asesino should have taught this young man already.
Hey, speaking of El Asesino and his teachings, there's got to be some extra motivation for El Muscelo in this match. I was talking to El Asesino in the days leading up to Battle Arts. He assured me that Muscelo being his student, if he doesn't perform in this match, if he doesn't win this match, Asesino's going to take it to him at his training facility. Want to know what his training facility is called, Munson?
Yeah, I want to know what it's called.
It's called La Masmorra. You know what that means? The translation from Mexican? It means the dungeon. That means it's more of a torture chamber than a training center here. He'll put Muscelo through the gauntlet so much he'll wish he'd never been a wrestler in the first place.
Well, it will prove quite interesting for sure. Kind of a scary thought having El Asesino with his own dungeon to be able to train people at and everything too. Because I mean, El Asesino, despite what I say, sometimes can be tough as nails, and you do not want to get on the wrong side of El Asesino.
Oh, he's tough as nails, all right, Munson. I stepped into his training facility once. I couldn't wait to get out.
Well, I've spoken a few too many words once in a while, and El Asesino has definitely made my chest look worse for wear afterwards for it. You know what? It's still at the same time, I love doing it because it's El Asesino, and he deserves to have those things said about him.
Muscelo looking good at this point. He's got Charles T. Dot on the ropes right now.
You know what guys like Muscelo and El Asesino could use a good dosage of is they could use a little dosage of Bobby Fit. My program, I tell you what, I can cleanse the darkness that is reaping the souls of these individuals. And we could have nothing but happy-go-lucky, respectful wrestlers inside that ring each and every week.
That doesn't sound like any fun at all, Munson.
Oh, don't worry, Pop Smokes. I've already signed you up for the program. 2-year subscription.
Oh, great.
Charles now with the momentum in this one, taking Muscelo down. Quite a nice counter there.
In the cover.
looks like it's going to take a lot more than that to put El Muscelo away here tonight. I was trying to think, El Muscelo, not a whole lot of one-on-one matches. I was trying to recall if I've seen a one-on-one encounter with El Muscelo as of yet. Not one that I can quite recall, but I could be wrong. I am sure you'll correct me if I am.
No, he's basically been a tag team competitor with Los Rudos up to this point. Like we said, he's new on the scene to HIW Wildside. He's looking to prove himself. And a stage like Battle Arts 5, what could be better for a wrestler to prove themselves?
It'd have to be absolutely nerve-wracking to be out there. I don't care who you are. This is a large capacity crowd, and those nerves are going to play a factor on your performance as well, too.
Absolutely.
And while we're at it, I'm going to give out my Bobby shout-out of the week here today. Again, fans, if you want to get a Bobby shout-out on Wildside TV, just make sure to make a comment on the video here below. So you know what, this week's shout-out is going to go to Andrew Ball. Andrew, thank you for commenting on a recent edition of Wildside TV and for watching the show as well. We appreciate all the patronage we get from our fans.
Yeah, Papa Smokes knows Andrew too. Hi, Andrew.
Another one of your close personal friends, I take it?
Yeah, I see him at all the wrestling shows. He's a great fan, and he's a fan of Papa Smokes.
So him and your mom, that's about it?
Ooh.
What has Charles got in mind here for Muscelo? Looks like a flip into a stunner, if I'm not mistaken there. And that's all it's going to take. Muscelo eating the 3 count. We have a winner. Charles T. Dott, your winner of this match.
Wow, that's a momentum builder for Charles. He needed a big win in HIW Wildside to establish his name. He's got a big win now at Battle Arts 5.
Where does Muscelo go from here?
That's a good question. I think he'll be going to Las Mazmorra, the training center for El Asesino. He's going to be punished for this loss. You can bet on that.
Oh, I'd be worried if I were him right about now. That's for damn sure. Just look at that capacity crowd on hand. I mean, this is quite the stage setup that we've got here for Battle Arts. I mean, we've gone absolutely all out for this event here tonight, Papa Smokes.
It's absolutely awesome. I've been to all the Battle Arts shows before. This one's the biggest one. This one's the best one. It's just great to be a part of.
And as always, one of the other voices of HIW Wildside Wrestling, JG Muller in the ring. And this is where we're going to find out from Dice Steele who our new general manager is. Do you have any insight? Has Dice Steele let you in on any of this new GM business?
He has not. This will be a surprise for me too. I've been kind of wondering about it for the past few days. We'll see what happens.
I have as well too. I've been trying to get it out of him, but as close as Dice and I can be at times, he definitely did not want to reveal this. I don't think he's let anybody know. I'd even be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised actually if Asesino doesn't even know who's going to be the new GM as of tonight. God forbid it was actually El Asesino who comes out as the new GM. I might as well just walk out right now.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, you'd love that. Who's it going to be? We're about to find out. the anticipation is killing me now, Pappa. We got the countdown going here.
Yeah, it's not going fast enough for me. I want to see.
That's Connie Lynn.
Oh my, this is a surprise.
Connie Lynn, for those unfamiliar, known for her work right now in Alberta and stuff a little bit more there, where she has managed teams. She's had other involvements within the wrestling industry as well too. So this definitely a big surprise. Somebody relatively new at the same time. So what could this mean for Wildside Wrestling?
Yeah, this is very interesting. I'm wanting to hear her statement.
Well, short and to the point, Connie Lynn, the new GM, and that means we're going to see a lot more of her. We'll see where it takes us as members of Wildside Wrestling, what this means for the future of our business.
Yeah, I really can't say what effect it's going to have. I don't know her as a wrestling personality very well, so we'll see what happens in the future.
Well, it's finally time for our main event. This one is big, folks. I mean, this is the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship, and on any given day, that would be a large enough thing on its own. But El Asesino is putting that mask on the line. And, I know I'm familiar with it, you're familiar with it, but again, maybe explain to some of the fans who are not so familiar with the luchador style what that mask means to them.
Okay, I'll give you a little history lesson here, Munson. The luchador develops a style of mask, he picks a mask, and then he earns that mask. Each mask is unique to each luchador. The same is true of El Asesino and his mask. Then the mask is also sacred to the luchador. You don't take it off, you never appear without it, and to have someone else take your mask off is crushing to your career. It's possibly career ending. For El Asesino to lay his mask on the line in this match is just absolutely astounding. I can't believe he would do it. It just goes to show you how serious this Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship is to El Asesino.
Well, he said it best himself that there's very few things that he truly cares about. One is that mask, and another being the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship. And the only other thing he cares more about than those two things are family. And rightfully so. I can't even knock the guy for that. Well, he is going to have a hell of a time here. Skyflyer Jeff Tyler has been a very, very strong Central Canadian Heavyweight Champion. Not afraid to get in there and mix it up and defend that title. And he's not going to be backing down from El Asesino one bit in this one here tonight.
Well, this is where I have to disagree with you a little bit here, Munson. I believe Jeff Tyler has been a paper champion. I believe he's been ducking El Asesino. He tried to get out of this match. He said, I don't want to wrestle you again. He said, you got your shot already. I'm moving on to new contenders. So therefore, he was trying to duck El Asesino. He tried to get out of this match and he couldn't.
I wouldn't say he was trying to duck him. I mean, El Asesino has had quite a few opportunities against Jeff Tyler. I think Jeff Tyler is just one of those guys that really wants to give the fans something different. And I think the reason that he took the match in the end is because we got something different. El Asesino had to put that mask on the line to entice Jeff Tyler to make it worth his while to step in this ring here with El Asesino tonight.
Either way, Munson, Asesino has Tyler backed into a corner. Tyler's got to wrestle this match. He's got to defend that belt. And I think his championship is in jeopardy right now.
Well, you could say that, but at the same time, El Asesino going to have to prove something to me and to many of the fans of Wildside Wrestling, is that he can get this done all on his own. There is no El Muscelo down there. There's no more Dice Steel in his corner. And you know what, Pappa Smoke? You're nowhere near the ring either, so I don't think he's got a friend in this world right now. He's only got himself inside that ring.
I think he'll be fine with that, Munson. He never needed anybody before. He doesn't need anyone now. This is going to be one-on-one with the belt and the mask on the line. I got to tell you, I'm nervous about this mask stipulation.
You're only nervous because you know the true outcome is going to be that mask is going to be removed, and we may see the end of El Asesino here in Wildside Wrestling.
Just the possibility of it alone is just making me very nervous.
It's okay. Maybe once he loses that mask, then he's gonna come over to me. He's gonna look at me and say, "Bobby, teach me how to be a better person. Teach me how to have that ring respect I've been craving." Because deep down inside of him, I know there is a good guy there that's waiting to come forth and show his lightness to the world.
Not so sure about that, Munson, but not sure that he actually knows you exist either.
Oh, he knows I exist. I've had a comment or two from him before. He might try to pretend like I don't exist, but there's only so much pretending you can do until you come across the real deal right here.
Alright, enough about you, Munson. We got this match starting, the bell is rung, and we got a championship match.
We definitely do. No hesitation from these two right off the hop. Jeff wrenching that arm of El Asesino immediately, but that athleticism from El Asesino gets him out of that one, and now he's firmly in control of the arm. Let's speak of the athleticism. Jeff Tyler manages to get himself out of it, and he's back working that arm as well, too. You know, I gotta say, the encounters I've seen with Jeff Tyler and El Asesino, I mean, they have been solid A-plus matches every single time. I mean, these two can really work between those ropes, especially with each other. So I don't expect anything less, especially on a Battle Arts night like this. I think we're going to be in for an A-triple-plus hell of a show here.
You want to bring up their past matches, Munson? Why don't you go back a few months to the last fall in Saskatoon Wildside ring? El Asesino won a #1 contenders match to face Jeff Tyler. He broke his freaking ankle in that match, finished the match, and won it. You call that a desire to win the Central Canadian Championship?
Well, definitely the desire's there. I'm not going to deny that at all. But their encounters are not for the light of heart, that's for sure. They hold nothing back when it comes to fighting the two of each other.
Yeah, these two hate each other.
Asesino making his way to the outside there to catch his breath. It almost seems to be what Jeff Tyler has to do, is not allow El Asesino to have a moment to catch his breath, because when he does, he's going to come up with things like that right there. Moves like that are going to take Jeff Tyler down, and especially attacking the leg like that, you're going to take away his aerial ability, which is a good, strong portion of Jeff Tyler's wrestling game.
Yeah, and you notice that awkward fall off the ropes may have tweaked that left knee of Jeff Tyler a little bit. He's holding it now. He's in some degree of pain.
You can see El Asesino just like a sharp sense in blood there now, going after that knee.
Yeah, you know what, Munson? I wish you would snap that knee. I wish you would break the bottom part of that leg right off so we wouldn't have to worry about watching Jeff Tyler around here anymore.
Jeff Tyler is an absolute class act inside that ring, and I am honored to be able to call his match and honored to be able to say that I have worked with the guy. Not so sure I can say quite the same for El Asesino.
Hey, Wildside and HIW need a champion that faces all comers, not a paper champion like Jeff Tyler.
Well, you know what? I'll give you some credit there for sure. I mean, El Asesino will not back down from any challenge put before him. I mean, we've seen him take on people from the crowd. We've seen him take on relative newcomers to Wildside Wrestling. And we've seen him take on some of the most experienced people that have come through here as well, too. So, I mean, credit to El Asesino. He's not one to back down from the fight.
Oh, it's very generous of you, Munson.
My generosity knows no bounds here tonight. I mean, it's Battle Arts. Come on. For one time of year, I might actually join you and have a beer.
Absolutely. You know, Pappa Smokes has been making the rounds out in this packed crowd, meeting some fans, meeting all kinds of great people. It's just, the Battle Arts gives an entire feeling of Saskatoon community of professional wrestling. All the fans are out. Everybody's having such a great time. It's just got a good feeling all throughout this building.
It sure has. One of the many people might not know is just how much work and how big this show truly is. Many of us were here early in the day. Some, even since yesterday, getting things set up, ready to go for this event. It has pretty much been a whole day of work to get prepared. I was there in the morning for the boot camp, so I got to see a lot of the young people coming in, trying out and trying to see if they could cut it to be the next Wildside superstar and everything. It has been a fantastic time getting to meet and greet with everybody like that. And, I don't know about you, but it was nice to finally go out in this crowd and have people recognize who I was anyway, and I'm pretty sure I heard your name out there a few times too.
That's right, great bunch of fans we got kicking around Saskatoon here. Lots of people came in. I talked to people from all over Western Canada who drove in to see Battle Arts and Cody Rhodes, and yeah, it's just great feeling all around, shaking hands, smiling, laughing, talking to fans. It's a good time.
I heard one guy even drove out from Winnipeg, if I'm not mistaken. That's quite the drive to come.
It's a long drive. Yeah, that's a real long drive.
That's your hometown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Winnipeg known for its wrestling, that's for damn sure. And as always, El Asesino showing no love for the crowd. They're getting them a little riled up here tonight. I saw the one sign out in the audience, a young fan was holding, said, "Kiss my Asesino," and I got mad props. That was a fantastic fun sign.
Definitely a good one.
Oh, nice aerial move from Jeff Tyler.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was just about there.
I knew that was going to be a 2 count, Munson.
Oh, you were shaking. Come on, Jeff, you got this.
You think about this character, El Asesino, he's also known as the Mexican Devil. Jeff Tyler trying to perform an exorcism of sorts by removing this mask and possibly removing this character from HIW Wildside. It's making me so uncomfortable and so nervous.
Well, I like the idea of the sound of, an exorcism. I mean, if we could just get that mask off and have him become a better person, hey, I'd be all down for his in-ring ability. El Asesino very close there, just about picking up the fall, not quite enough though. What a match we are being treated to here tonight.
Well, now these fans getting Jeff going with this chanting. We got to find a way to quiet these fans down.
You're going to have one hell of a task to quiet this capacity crowd down. Many people on hand in attendance, and they are nice, loud, and rowdy here tonight. Beautiful. That's got to be it. Oh, that was there.
it just me, or is this referee counting too fast?
I think the referee's counting just perfectly.
Oh boy, here we go.
Asesino quick to his feet there. Oh, what a superplex. Oh, Jeff counters. Oh, could you get much closer than that one? What is it going to take to put either of these men away tonight?
Munson, I can't sit still here. This match is driving me crazy.
I'm at a loss for words. I mean, you know, I expected a great match, but man, we are being treated to something else here tonight.
Back to the vertical suplex. Oh.
I think Jeff must be out of it completely.
Okay, here we go, Munson. Check this out. El Asesino is going to fly.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Ugh.
Oh, the hand is on the ropes. There you go.
No.
El Asesino waited a split second too long and allowed Jeff a little too much room towards those ropes.
How's this Astro Boy holding on?
Oh, by the skin of his teeth right now, by the looks of it. But you know what? That's how much that championship means to him as well. If you're going to go out there with the Mexican Devil, you better be prepared to fight. And Jeff came to fight.
Oh boy, here we go again, up on the ropes. Trading of some stiff forearms.
And Jeff getting the upper hand there. Missile drop kick from the top. And the experience of El Asesino gets him a roll right outside the ring. He knows better than to stay there and allow Jeff the opportunity to pin him. But they don't call him the Sky Flyer for nothing. There he was over top of the ropes.
I think he thought he had bought himself more time before Tyler came flying over those ropes.
I gotta share the sentiments of the fans tonight. This is awesome. This is Wildside, and this is what it's all about right here.
Oh, yes.
What does El Asesino have in store now?
He's setting up for something off the ropes here. What? Oh no, what's this gonna be? Oh boy.
Oh, good God. You're gonna kill him.
Oh! Oh, my word.
There's no way Jeff's getting back up from this. A new
Unbelievable.
It's over. But you know what? Despite all that, an excellent match, and El Asesino, your new champion, and he did it on his own, so you know what? I'll stand corrected. I'm man enough to say when I'm wrong. El Asesino didn't need to cheat to win. He brought the fight tonight, and with much respect, El Asesino, your new Central Canadian Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, the journey is over. The feud is over. Jeff Tyler's broken in half in the middle of that ring, and we've got a new Central Canadian Champion, El Asesino.
Do you realize that this means that once again, Wildside's in control of all the gold?
Yeah, I definitely realize that. That's got to give HIW Canada a strange feeling to have their belt taken up to Saskatoon.
And both times it's happened, there's the man who's been doing it. What's Jeff Tyler doing with that title?
Yeah, he doesn't want to hand it over. You better hand it over, Tyler.
I guess Jeff Tyler also man enough to own up when El Asesino does the right thing. And props to El Asesino. Shook Jeff's hand. They ended this feud on the right note. Well, I mean, maybe made some believers out of some of the audience here tonight, too, because, I mean, for all the boos he was getting, there was a lot of cheers there for El Asesino.
This crowd's been deafening. What a match. That's got to be the marquee match for both of those performers. Just an unbelievable performance tonight.
I gotta say, that's probably one of my favorite HIW matches I've seen. Hands down, that was a fantastic, phenomenal match.
Mine too. It's these big cards like Battle Arts really bring out the best in the competitors. It's just outstanding.
Well, there you have it, a new Central Canadian heavyweight champion. And another episode of Wildside TV is in the books. I have been the real Bobby Munson. With me as always, Pappa Smokes, and we'll see you next week.